This month's model unboxing goes back to a time when Erebus weren't just known for drivers getting out of contracts. In September 2012, Betty Clemenco bought what was then the Stone Brothers racing team and started converting them into a Mercedes team from Falcons for the start of 2013. This was a mammoth task at the time, converting everything over. They spent a heap of money over the years as well, especially sending engines to Mercedes and back over in Germany, getting them serviced. They weren't really prepared for the tasks that they undertook, and the results showed over the years. Carrying over drivers Lee Holdsworth and Tim Slade from the year before, Shane Van Gisbergen was the first driver to get out of an Erebus contract. Very different circumstances to some of the others, but he went over to Techno for the year. Mercedes man Mauro Engel came in, taking over this striking SP Tools car. If looks won races, that one would have been in the championship hunt, but it wasn't to be. The team had finished 5th, 6th and 8th in 2012. They were 20th, 22nd and 28th in 2013. Lee Holdsworth teamed up with Craig Baird for the endurance races. They came 4th at Sandown. That was the highlight of the year. In 2014, saw the team drop back to 2 cars, James Rosenberg taking his license and driver Tim Slade with him over to Walkinshaws. Will Davison signed up to replace Mauro Engel as their big name driver. Will was 14th in the championship that year, which was a big step up. He took the podium in Townsville. Lee Holdsworth, on the other hand, 20th overall. He did have his day of days at Erebus, taking the first win for the team at Winton there. 2015 was the final year of the Mercs. Hard to believe they only ran them for 3 years, but they did. Will Davison stayed on, but Lee Holdsworth went off to greener pastures. Ash Walsh started the year in the second car, but he did get booted for the final 2 rounds, where Dean Canto and Alex Davison had a drive trying to steer the team in a direction with their setups. Didn't really help. Davison was 15th in the championship. He got to take a win that day in Barbagallo that I think most of us who were around back then remember that one. And Ash Walsh was, 25th in the championship and last of the full-timers. There was a few that kind of got kicked out at the end of that year, but Ash Walsh was definitely the last of all them. 2016, Mercedes got cut out. They bought a couple of old HRT cars, moved the whole team down from Brisbane down to Melbourne, signed up Dave Reynolds to spearhead the campaign, and then Aaron Russell, Craig Baird and Shay Davies. They raced the second car in a bit of a revolving rostrum of drivers over the second there while they were trying to find their feet. But that was, a short-lived Mercedes run there, just the 3 years. And here's my 4 examples of the Mercedes that I got. I chose the 4 cars, obviously, the SP2 cars. I reckon that's one of the best looking race cars that we've ever seen in Australia. It's just, those colours work really well on the Mercedes. Just stands out. The Wendy's car, interesting choice of what's going on there. Make of it what you will, but that one, to me, it just really stands out. It's totally different to all the other cars in the collection, and I just think that the Penrite liveries are really stunning on these cars. Obviously the more traditional, and then the old school, or the retro one that wasn't brought on for the retro round, but that one, and you can actually still see that car in that livery. Penrite actually own it now, and it's at their headquarters. So this is the 4 cars up close. Bianchi have done a really good job on these. Only 300 models of either of them. The black one actually 326 in total, so really short runs, not many available. I'm trying to recall off the top of my head, I don't think there was many other Mercedes done either. I think there was the Lee Holdsworth winner, but some of those liveries over that period were quite interesting. These probably the pick of the bunch. They did have the Lee Holdsworth and Tim Slade first year liveries as well, but the SP Tools one was the standout from that year. These are really good models though, and to think only kind of 1,226 of these, 4 in total, and yeah, a lot of work gone in there for a very small run of models. So that's my 4 Erebus Mercedes models. Do you have any of these in your collection, or do you have a couple of the other ones? There was also one that was just in plain silver as well that was available. Once again, I much prefer collecting the cars that actually raced, so I haven't got any of those plain livery ones either. But yeah, let me know what you think of them and what you've got in your collection. Until next time, I'm still Dave, and I'll catch you later.